brief explanation of what this series is all about, I have 9 different coffees from different countries from the company Nespresso. I am a cigarist that's learning everything he can about stuff of this nature. Because of the art behind it, you get to understand taste notes and origins. What else has that? Coffee. With coffee, some of the notes you'll find in this, you can find in coffee with earth, woodsy, cocoa, and so on. I have 9 different origins which will be on display right now, and I want to find out which one is the best. Join me on this journey, guys, to see who has the world's best coffee. Roll that intro. Today's choice, as you just saw, is Zimbabwe. I don't know much of that country. Obviously, I know Zimbabwe is part of Africa. It might be a country where a lot of people might overlook. The country is beautiful. The country is extremely beautiful. You have the savanna aspects of Zimbabwe. You also have the beautiful waterfall aspects of Zimbabwe. It's a country that has multiple viewpoints of just nature. I know for a fact their food is party bussin'. But speaking about bussin', I want to talk about this. This is a classic espresso. The great thing I love about doing this whole journey with 9 different countries is the fact that I'm getting a variety of different types of coffee. I went from the mug to Gran Lungo to regular Lungo to double espresso to now just original espresso. This is a coffee journey, and this is how I kind of learn how to respect it more. I always pick clear glass cups or mugs for the purpose that you guys can see the inside. This espresso is very deep in body. I honestly only see just the body and the crema. Let me stop talking and let's get into the actual review. Very soft smell to it. I'm still picking up fruits. I've been noticing that anything that has more of a stronger bitter smell to it ends up having more of a woodsy, earthy note to it. And typically anything that has a light smell, their background tends to be fruits. Just from the get-go, I smell a very light coffee, or in other words, another light espresso. I don't smell anything that's like harsh on it. Let's give it a taste test. The aroma is sweet. The taste has a bit more of a bitterness to it. It's almost like a Sour Patch. It starts out sour, then it turns sweet. But the smell is very sweet. But the taste, yeah, the taste is a little bit bitter. Hold up, wait. I don't know how to describe it. It's sweet. It's more than just fruit. There's another component in there that I don't even know. All I know is fruity. So let's actually solve this riddle. Let me pull up Zimbabwe's history on espresso and we'll take a deep dive into it. Taste. Tamuka Mu Zimbabwe is bursting with complex fruitiness and zesty, bright acidity. Okay, I can see that. You can catch notes of everything from cranberry to red berries and currant to grape. So I was right when it comes to fruity. This is espresso 1.35 fluid ounce. The notes, floral and herbal. I'm learning coffee notes. I'm understanding how people get earth. I'm understanding how people get fruity. I'm understanding how people get all the other ones I have done in the past so far of this 9-part series. Now that I know the background of it, I could definitely see that. Yeah, I could definitely see that. You could also associate floral with fruits because they kind of grow in the ground. But sometimes fruits have that sweet smell to it. So I could see that. So I was actually wrong. I was somewhat right, but I was actually wrong in one part. So same as the previous ones, this has 4 categories: bitterness, acidity, roastness, and body. The bitterness is a 2 out of 5. Acidity is a 4 out of 5. Roastness is a 2 out of 5, and body is a 3 out of 5. I picked up it was a little bit more bitter because ironically, yesterday I skipped the order that I had it in and I went for Colombian, and Colombian is basically almost the same bracket of more of a fruity note to it and high acidity. And for my random pick again, I went for one that's also fruity complex taste notes with high acidity. It's kind of ironic that I did 2 back to back. Both end up being fruity and high in acidity levels. I'll pat myself in the back for that. I can see where people get it from. I was wrong. Even though, yes, the Colombian was a 1 out of 5 of bitterness, this is a 2 out of 5. So I said it was a little bit more bitter. It's not that strongly bitter. It has more acidity than anything else. I still like it. That's not it about Zimbabwe. Just like the few other countries I have reviewed, this one also has a reviving origin story. Let's get into that origin now. The world almost lost Zimbabwe's coffee to climate and political issues before farmers joined Nespresso's Reviving Origins program with a plan to bring it back. Working closely with the farming community, bringing expert trainers, and establishing sustainable practices helps restore Zimbabwe's coffee industry in the long term. It's not an overnight goal, but we're in it for the long haul. Tell me a coffee company that is willing to go to other countries to basically help stimulate their economy and revive things that was unfortunately dying in their country. They assisted Puerto Rico, they assisted Colombia, they're doing it right now with Zimbabwe. They're going to these other countries and stimulating their economy, as well as bringing expert trainers to assist the farmers to produce more crops, to produce more coffee beans, to help their economy and as well as their livelihood. Yes, they get a cut with the coffees. If they decide to cease operation, these farmers were taught how to fish. Now they don't have to depend on the fishermen to bring them the fish. The fishermen taught them how to fish, so now they could do it themselves. Now they're eating for life. They understand how to make their land better. Now they understand how to maintain their crop. Now they understand how to harvest their crops properly. The Nespresso team is deliberately assisting these countries to produce amazing quality coffee just for us to enjoy. I get myself a nice cup of Zimbabwe coffee right here for us to enjoy. I get the nice reassurance that me paying for this helped the farmer in Zimbabwe, a country where they just stated almost lost their coffee world. The coffee world was almost lost because of climate and political issues. My money went to more beans to be produced. It's also helping the local farmers in Zimbabwe. The crema has a whole bunch of fruity notes to it. The cream has all the fruitiness to it. I feel like I just took a shot of just fruit. But honestly, Nespresso is phenomenal. I'm glad I discovered them. My Nespresso machine was a Christmas gift from the wifey. Her statement was that was the only machine in stock in Amazon. I'm gonna chalk it up to it being an amazing mistake. The reason why I say mistake is because my bank account sees it as a mistake because I have so much sleeves, like an ungodly amount of sleeves, not including the discontinued ones or the ones they just produced the last few months. Other than, no, never mind. There's very few pods I have not tried. My bank sees it as a mistake. I see it as a luxury and I see it as a gift, but my bank sees it as a mistake. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap up the video. My ratings of it, especially now just drinking the crema, I'm giving this a 9 out of 10. It's an espresso, something that's quick, 1, 2, 3, bursting with flavor, very complex with flavor. You get a lot of different fruits in it, like I stated before, cranberry, grape, you know, red berry. There's a whole bunch of complexity to it, especially with that last shot I just did. It was a burst of just fruitiness, and it felt like I just took a shot of wine or grape juice. It was delicious. I'm giving this bad boy a 9 out of 10. But until next time, guys, love your faces, and I'm out. Peace.